Alright. Try again, this time with bombs. I gotta remember where the hell this place is. Is over here. Oh god. Autosave. Autosave messes me up every time. Ah. So... yeah. GNG got first. Ooh, it's hiding a yellow or a purple slug. So this isn't actually progress up the mountain, but still worth it for a purple slug. Nice. All right. MAM research complete.
Let's see what it is. What do you want? Alternate solid steel, alternate flexible framework, alternate heavy encased frame.
What's the alternate heavy frame? Like what is it? Describe it to me.
Needs 8 modular frame, 10 industrial encased beams. Oh no. Or is this its requirements?
That's they're alternate recipes that may or may not be easier. That's what they are.
I don't know. It doesn't look easy. It needs concrete, steel pipe, encased industrial beams, and modular frames.
It's actually not bad. And that makes heavy modular frames?
Heavy encased frames.
Yeah, I think that's just heavy modular frames. It's like a different word for them. One more time. I'm sorry. One more time. What is it? Because I would like to.
Flexible framework and solid steel ingots.
What's flexible framework? Like, what does it give you?
Versatile framework.
I might have to look at this myself. You don't need to like use the research table for anything, do you?
No.
You like give me a few minutes. I'll come home and look at it in a little bit. I gotta see this for myself. Ah, the bees. Not the bees. Not the bees. Ouch. Alright, what is this? Needs 4 motors. Of course, I left all my motors at home because I didn't think I'd need more motors. Fuck me, I guess. Kind of hoping there'd be motors in here, but there's not. Can I make motors?
Out of the way, creature.
Move, creature. Another hard drive. What? This is next to the top. Could use the jetpack to cheese this a little bit, but at the same time, kind of more fun doing it this way. Probably still have to use the jetpack at some point. God. If I didn't have a jetpack, I would be so mortified with some of these jumps. How would I make this jump without a jetpack? Okay. G&G got first, and he didn't even talk in chat. Not that I can see anyways. My chat isn't broken, is it? It looked like it was working earlier. Oh, good. Fatty, is that you? Is that you, Fatty? It is! Where have you been? You are alive. I made it. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay. Well, shit. Alright, well. I found out what was up here. It's a, it's a uranium node. It's all the radiation. See if I can go around here and get this purple slug. Working on your masters. Oh my god, Vatty. You're showing up everybody. I thought I was at the top of the world before. Now I definitely am at the highest point, I believe, in the world. I don't see any point that's higher than me. Well, I hope you've been having fun with this one. This one has just been all me exploring. I've been doing nothing but exploring today. I'm sick of building stuff. I am only exploring. Oh, it's just the ship. Didn't mean to bring this up, but I'll take it. Some bugs. Some bugs. And it is an early access game. I can forgive it for the bugs. I do think there's a memory leak. I think from now on we should probably take should probably take a break at the 2-hour mark just to restart. I almost
2 hours.
It seems like it we crash around like over 2 hours in, like 2.5 hours or so in. I haven't like been keeping track. I don't know if it's always 2 hours, but it would make sense because a lot of games have that kind of thing where like they just crash. What just happened? Oh, they collided again. Speaking of crashing.
Alright, did it crash at the same spot?
No.
Let's go look at it then.
I'm not doing that.
Nothing really interesting has happened here at the site of the crash.
Oh, I can see it, like all the way from where I am. I can see it, and I can see you jumping around too. Yeah, it hasn't like fallen off the course. I think one train was just going faster than the other train. So it looks like to me anyway.
How do I use these stupid train signals?
I have no idea. It's weird. The LOD for like the trains is really good. Like I can fully see the trains. I can see you from where I am, but the actual train stations are like invisible for me from this far out. I can see the crates in the train stations, but I can't see the train station buildings themselves. It's weird. I can see you building those signals too. Why did I come down here? Oh yeah, there I saw a slug around here somewhere. It's another slug. Because I thought it was a slug. And now I don't know where it is. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm seeing things. There's a slug over there. Swear to God, I saw like a yellow slug from the top of the mountain. It was like over this way somewhere. But maybe not. We have made our mark on the world. Look at this. I can see almost everything from here, can I? I can see the main base. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the way earlier, like 3 hours ago, I was going through the changes I made from last week. Forgot to mention my new copper factory, which is only making cables right now. But it's such shit because it's an impure node and it's like really just, it's just bad. I could overclock it now and make more stuff, but I'll probably just keep it for cables for now, because that'll feed the automated wiring, which we need more of. But yeah, there's the main base.
Can't believe you did progression.
What do you mean?
Making a copper factory.
It was only, I mean, we've made copper factories before. It doesn't count as new stuff. Oh look, I can see it from here too. I can see Lost Oak's base from here. Lost Oak's base, so that's all the new copper stuff. We just needed more stuff. I haven't like progressed through the
I'm just messing.
other stuff. How very dairy. Vadi, I've spent a lot of time. I spent a lot of time off stream. I make sure not to progress, because I don't want to progress. I'm not going to complete phase 3 up there in the top right. I'm not going to do that off stream. But I remake factories. I make them better. I don't really explore that much off stream either, or at all really. Is that Lost Oak down there? No, it's the tractor. But I've spent. This is only like we've only streamed. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. How many hours we have on stream versus how many hours I have on the actual map, and you'll see. We have the last episode on the YouTube channel is 36, and each episode is basically an hour long, so that's 36 hours, not including tonight. So tonight we're up at like 39. It's going to be 40 eventually. Play duration. This is I don't know if you guys, I don't know if Lost Oak and the others or Kyle can see the play duration for this map. We have 36 hours on stream. And the play duration is 164 hours. A little bit. But like all that time is purely just making buildings and like prettying up places and just upgrading existing factories for the most part. I did, to be fair, I'm doing that. I did make these two factories off stream, but I mean it's just copper. It's you know, nothing new. But I mean that's how long it takes to like make stuff look even marginally better. And I mean I've seen stuff that looks just tons better. Kyle's coal place looks better than anything I've done.
No, it doesn't.
It does. I like it. I like it.
I did that by rushing. I really don't like it.
It looked cool.
I might destroy it.
No way. You should leave it. Vadi, have you seen did you see my oil factory yet? Show you my oil factory. I spent a lot of time on that one. That one was like 20 hours by itself. Well, I'm not seeing this stupid slug that I thought was here, so I'm just gonna go. Alright, I will show you my oil factory. Let me... No, I definitely saw one. Oh, it's right here. Wait, here it is. I definitely saw one, because now I remember there was a bee. There's a bee nest there. Oops. Here it is. Here it is. There's 2 bee nests. Alright, I'll show you my oil factory. Let me get this slug, though. Ow. You can't see it from here because it's, it is literally behind these rocks. It's like on the other side of this rock formation, so you can't really see it from here. But get to it. It's like the only thing we've made that we can't really see. Well, I can't see Craig's new train station, the new one he just built yet, but it's fine. Normally I drive there, but I left my car. I left my car to go exploring. Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, real quick. What's the normal? Meh. Probably gonna get this. This seems decent. I'll put another computer up. Or hard drive. Where's I find them? Oh, they're there. All right, oil factory. Let's go. So I used to have an oil factory here. This used to be my oil factory, and then I was like, because we were pumping oil all the way from there, all the way here. This is before we had trains. But then I was like, you know what? It'd be better if I just made an oil factory there and then exported the products using trains, because we just grind, we got trains, and it was like, okay, trains will make this a little easier. So here's the vestiges of the great Canadian oil pipeline. It's what we used to use. And then here it is in all its beauty. You can already start to see it. I'll do a nice turn from the train tracks. Definitely the biggest thing that I've made so far. Partly because all of the machines involved are really big. So there are 3 nodes over there, and then there's one pure node right here, and this pure node overclocked, and those no, 2 nodes, sorry, there's only 2 nodes. 2 nodes overclocked match each other for output. So I basically split the factory in half. So this pure node overclocked feeds all of these. Those 2 nodes overclocked and normal nodes overclocked feed all of these. They are just making fuel, pure fuel, and then they're also making these this resin, which I'm gonna grab some of for some research in a minute while I'm here. So the fuel goes up here, and again this is split in halves. So we have the red half and the blue half, and the red half is 30 fuel generators, and the blue half is also 30 fuel generators for a total of 60, and they are all being properly fed. There should be no waste, and there is no lack. As you can see, these things I have here they're not really being filled, but they're not really being drained either. And then all that resin is going over here along with some water. And then again, I am making this is plastic, six plastic and 6 rubber. Again, everything is supposedly, efficient. They're getting just enough stuff to make all that they need. I am making slightly more fuel than I'm using, so some of that fuel is also being directed over here to make package fuel for the jetpack and the cars, which is all gone now from this box. But we're keeping up. We don't use that much. And then of course all of the rubber and the plastic are going here to get dropped off. This cargo thing I don't think is currently being used. This cargo thing, so I could probably get rid of it, but no reason to really. And then anything that gets stuck, which so far is not happening because I already have an awesome sink at the destination at the train depot, which is really taking care of this stuff. Would go here, but not necessary. Not necessary. But yeah, this is like the biggest thing that I've built so far, and it took me it took me about 20 hours, and I would say a good third of that was figuring out the actual design and how many machines and like what the aesthetic that I wanted for it. So I have these like curved walls everywhere. But yeah, there it is. Everything is supposedly perfect. If I have any, I do. Let me take some of this resin. Take some of the resin from this one. This one fills up easier. I say that, and yet this one has less than this one, so you know what? Here. I think I only needed 50, but we'll grab that much. Yeah, piping stuff for a long time is annoying. That's why I think that the trains are really nice because, like, yeah, 4 people working on different things builds up. The trains are really nice because, like, you can start making factories at the sources, which I think is something that we're kind of, at least I am kind of starting to do. Is I make a factory at the source, so whatever I want to make, I make it there, and then I can use the trains to transport it to where I want to combine it with other things. Of course, it does mean more logistics to worry about, but trains aren't that hard to use. It's more the conveyor stuff, you know, at the end at the factory that you want to make stuff at. Speaking of, my car is around here somewhere. Let me grab my car while I'm here. There's some bees up here too. Oops. My car is around here somewhere. No, I left it around here. Oh yeah, it's on the other side of this cave. That's where it is. That was close.
Something's wrong with oil McTrain face.
What's wrong with oil in the
Something's
train
wrong with a lot of the trains.
Are you really like reworking the train right now?
Yeah, the signals are not very easy to figure out.
Once we actually finish making these machines to turn into to get the next tier, a lot of interesting stuff to get. Mostly, I really want those faster conveyors. That's like going to be the first thing that I want to get. Because that'll fix several problems that I have right now. After that, I'm not sure what else we got. I have to look. Nice leisurely drive home. Nice, just in time too.
Alright, so what's wrong with oily McTrain face?
I just saw on the map it's not happy. Something to do with signals.
That ain't bad.
Says signals are making next stop unreachable.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have a hard decision to make. Oh no. So, there's three options. I want opinions. First option, not that great. It's just being able to turn biomass into coal. But I mean, we don't have an issue with coal, so I don't see a need for that. Second option, pretty good, and is definitely one of the hard options, because I'm tempted. A better or an easier stator. So instead of the current stator, which is pipes and rotors, we could use pipes and quick wire. 15 quick wire. However, to do this, we would need to somehow get quick wire here, which, you know, we could do, but I wouldn't mind doing that anyway. The other, so that's definitely tempting. The other, pure copper ingot. So you take 6 ore and 4 water in a refinery, and you get 15 copper ingots. This would definitely upgrade our shitty impure node that we have here. For sure, I'd have to set it up, but, you know. That's kind of ridiculous. What do you guys think? The better stators or the better copper?
Copper.
Yeah, I think so
You've been
too.
kind of whinging on copper for a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of have it taken care of now. But then again, more copper is always good. We do need lots of wire. Copper sheets would be good. But then again, stators. Look at stators. I assume stator is how you say it. I don't know. It could be stator. I say stator. So it's basically. Let me take a picture of this. Take a screenshot of this so I can compare them. So it's 3 pipes and 8 wire for 1 stator. So it's wire, not rotor. 3 pipes and 8 wire for 1 stator, or 4 pipes and 15 quick wire for 2 stators. And that is more. But then again, you do have to worry about quick wire. I think copper. Yeah, I'm gonna get copper. I got the copper.
The trains seem to be working now. Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh shit, I do need 100. I have to go back. Where's my car? Grab my car back again. I wish the Explorer had a radio on it to listen to this music. Thought it was only 50 I needed for that, but it's 100.
Signaling problem.
I thought the signals just. I thought all I did was, like, tell a train to stop if there's a train on that track.
Yeah, but it gets really complicated if there are lots of tracks intersecting.
Oh. Could you make it so a train doesn't even go into that whole mess until another train is off of it? Would that make it simpler?
That seems to be basically what the block signals are doing anyway.
Man, I spent like this entire stream just not building anything, and you know what? It feels pretty good. I'm gonna go back to building stuff next week, but like, it feels nice to just kind of take a break every once in a while, do other things. There, about 100. If I need more, I know where to get it. Get more of this because I've been using it a lot. Which Gundam game was it? G&G. Not all of them were very good. There were definitely some that were not not good at all, and some that were okay and have like a cult following that people love, but like they weren't that great. G&G says, by the way, I know I'm bad about like saying what people have said in chat on for YouTube, but G&G says he was scanning old magazines and looking at articles, and there's one about a Gundam game that they're not kind to. Target Insight. Which is that, a PS2 game? Sounds vaguely familiar. I'm not sure I've played that one though. Rubber Suit Godzilla of a game. Good Gundam games are Journey to Jabro and its sequel Encounters in Space. Zeta versus Gundam Zeta. Generally the versus games, but they kind of stopped doing any story in them. So they just ended up kind of being like essentially 3D fighting games after a while, which I'm not that into. I like the story stuff. Dynasty Warriors. Really good, of course, but I mean, it's Dynasty Warriors. What do you expect? Cloth. People say Zeonic Front is pretty good. I've never played it though. What else? Super Robot Wars, if you like tactics style RPG or just RPGs in general, like JRPGs. I'm sorry, Yoshida. I know you don't like that term, but it's a term, so. Mycelia is completed.
Ucilia?
PS3, alright. Alright, so we got something new to make. High-speed connector. Needs quick wire, cable, and circuit boards. How many do I need for this? 100, Jesus Christ. Right, well, deal with that later. I've seen these somewhere before. Programmable splitter would be nice, though. Where... I think I put circuit boards somewhere. They're there. I have 8 of these. So I need 50 of these and 50 computers. Just need more quick wire and more. You don't need more circuit boards. I'm actually okay on circuit boards. I've heard that the Gundam Unicorn game for PS3 was really good, but that was made by FromSoft. It's a FromSoft game, so we've talked about it before, I think. What else? What other Gundam games are good? Gundam Breaker 3, really great. I love that game. We'll say that the Dreamcast game was also pretty good. I tried the Dreamcast game. The Dreamcast game suffers from Dreamcast controls. Dreamcast only had the one analog stick. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that the Dreamcast decided to only have the one analog stick, because the original PlayStation had 2 analog sticks by then. Like, it was new, because it didn't come out at launch. It came out like kind of halfway through the original PlayStation. They released like the first analog stick controller. But it's weird that Dreamcast decided not to have 2.
What the hell?
What's up?
Now my train just stops at this intersection, even though it's worked before. Even when I'm driving it, it's
Weird.
like it's getting the end of the track.
Maybe try deleting the track and remaking it. See if that helps it.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Alright.
Yeah, that worked. Very janky.
LBX? I don't know what that game is. G&G. G&G, what do you have? What do you have for gaming consoles, if any? What do you play on? What does anybody play on? You know what? Everybody answer. What does everybody have? Everybody here.
PC.
That's it? Nothing else? That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just, curious.
I have the most current console I have is the PS4, and I've kind of like stopped doing console.
Hmm. But do you have a Steam Deck? How
No,
is that?
anytime I try and like got a like up to date console, the company decides, oh, we'll just make a new one now. It's like, well, what's the point? What's the point of trying to keep up?
I mean, there are a lot of console exclusives that are worth it. If you want to wait to save money, that's you can do that. But there are definitely some games that are stuck on console. You're messing up. You're messing up, Lost Joke.
What if
never
it's
gonna
Lost
end.
Joke's true voice? And it's his voice changer that's messing up.
Pay $500 to play Vampire Survivors on the go. That makes sense. Okay, let's see. Still need more. A lot more of this, but it's fine for now. G&G has Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, PS1, PS2, Wii, and PC. Those of them still work. And an Atari, of course. I mean, I could go through my entire history, this is a long one.
Okay, I think the trains are working now.
Yay! I started out with a Atari 2600 when I was very, very little, and then we ended up selling that for an NES, and it was the NES that came with the power pad. It had like the 3-in-1. It had Mario, Duck Hunt, and Track and Field on the same cart. I could never really get the hang of playing Track and Field, though. It was iffy. Eventually, I had a friend who had a Master System, Sega Master System, but I never got one myself. Eventually, I got a Genesis, aka Mega Drive. But I didn't get a Super Nintendo until like much, much later. Like, not until they had like the cheap, like revision, the revised one that looked different. I actually had a Sega CD. And I got a 32X, but the 32X never worked. I never got my 32X to work, ever. And I think we got it on sale because the 32X did not do well, and they started selling them for like really cheap. That's the only reason I had one, because I found one that was like really cheap. But I to this day I've never played a 32X game. Not even emulated. Like emulators sometimes have trouble with 32X games too. It's weird. Let's see. And then I got a PlayStation, but again I didn't get a PlayStation until fairly late. Not too late. I want to say like 97, 98. Right around its prime, really. I never had a Saturn, but I had a friend who had a Saturn. I got a Dreamcast on launch and liked the games that came with it, but not came with it, that came out for it. But there weren't really that many.
I just got hit by a train.
Good.
It just pushed me forward really fast. I didn't get hurt.
Oh, I'm gonna need more quick wire. All right, fine. And then I also got a PlayStation 2 at launch. I actually still have. It came with like a little magazine, a special little magazine that was like shrink wrapped. I never opened the shrink wrap. So I went to the store and bought the same magazine. Figured I'd keep it for a collectible. And I love the hell out of my PlayStation 2. I did have an Xbox. I did also have a 360. I did have a PS3. Still do. I mean, I still have all of these. My 360 died. I had to get another one. My PS3 also died, and it's like the original like launch PS3 that could actually that actually had like the backwards compatibility stuff. Actually worked. That died, but I actually successfully got it like repaired, like officially, like I sent it in, and it took like a month to get back, but I did actually get it back, and it was still the good backwards compatible kind, so that was lucky. I had a GameCube. Oh, yeah, I had Nintendo 64, of course. I did have a Nintendo 64. A Nintendo 64. I had a GameCube. I had a Wii. I had a Wii U. I have a Switch. I have it all. I am finally, at long last, starting to maybe cool off on the consoles. Because the thing is, I didn't have that many games for the PS4. And I don't have many games for the PS5. I feel like a lot of the games that are console exclusive anymore, like nowadays, they're just going to get a PC release in the future anyway at this point. Like, if friggin' God of War came out on PC, then there's not really any more exclusives, you know?
Bloodborne.
Yeah. You'll be able
Still
to play
waiting for
Bloodborne eventually. I bet you'll be able to play Bloodborne in emulated eventually in the next few years. I did have a Wii U. It's true. I had a Wii U. I even played I played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. I actually had that version. I do have the Switch version. I got the Switch version for Christmas with the Switch. But at that point I had already played through it on the Wii U. So I ended up not playing the DLC for Breath of the Wild just because it meant I would have to like play through it again, and I didn't really feel like playing through it again because I had already played the shit out of it on the Wii U. So I have not actually ever played the extra like story chapters from Breath of the Wild. How many of these do I need? 100 or 50? That's 50. And then, yes, I'd never had an original Game Boy, but I did have a Game Boy Pocket, which was, you know, a smaller original Game Boy. I had a Color as well. I had a Game Boy Advance. I had an original Game Boy Advance. I never got an SP, but I did get the original. Right, now I need 50 computers, and that's going to be a thing. And I actually imported the Game Boy Advance when it came out in Japan before it came out in the US. And I got the only game I had for it at the time was F-Zero because it was like the only game that I could reasonably play without knowing Japanese. And that was good. And then later on, I actually got a modded Game Boy Advance that had it was the original Game Boy Advance, but it had a backlight installed into it, which is really nice. SP is like too small for me. It's like too small for my hands. I don't even have big hands. I have like normal sized hands. Like my hands like would cramp up and feel weird trying to play an SP. I had an Atari Lynx. How's that for a thing that like no one you know has ever owned? I had an Atari Lynx. I don't think it works anymore. I've tried it in the last 10 years in my closet somewhere. But you know, one time I was going through stuff and I tried to put batteries in it. It just didn't work anymore, which is unfortunate. But an Atari Lynx. I had a Game Gear at some point, which I barely ever played because the games on it were so hard to see because of that shitty screen. Nice. All right. I really want to get this programmable splitter, but it's kind of expensive. I need 50 supercomputers, and to make a supercomputer, you need computers, AI limiters, high-speed connectors, which we only just now unlocked, and plastic. Plastic isn't the issue, it's everything else. I could do this. Protein inhaler, might as well do this real quick. We have, oh my god, we only have like 2 minutes left in the stream. We're very close. We're very close to the end of the stream. To make some. Oh, it's because I have them. Alright, we're done with alien organisms. Not gonna scan one now, it's a bit late for that. I mean, this stuff we could. This one we could do. Radio signal scanning, if I really wanted to. So basically, we just need to make that smokeless powder. We can get the rifle. If we make another 200 of it, we can get explosive rebar. Which is kind of cool. Cluster Nobelisk. Nuclear Deterrent Development. Nuke Nobelisk. Jesus Christ. Alright, well... we're done. We're done for the day. I did literally no building. No building. I can say that I did a bit of progression because I did progress a few MAM researches. And I did get a bunch of power slugs, which is kind of progressive. Kinda, sorta. I explored. Off stream, I'll probably just go ahead and make, see my to-do list, my circuit board factory. I'll probably just do that. I might overclock that copper node. Or actually, I'm going to maybe take a look at the new refinery copper that we just unlocked. Probably convert that to that. I'll do that off stream because again, it's not really progression. It literally is just me sitting quietly with like YouTube on my second screen and like just trying to figure out how things go together. Like I don't talk, I don't do anything. I just kind of focus on here and watch videos as I do it. So that's why I do it off stream, and it really takes me a long time. Like, it's probably going to take me another, like, 10-15 hours just to make a nice factory for that. Oh yeah, here's my doggo, Vetty. This doggo, it was so kind. It was kind enough to bring me a barrel of nuclear material. So I can't go near it. I can't take it. And I can't go near it because I don't have the ability to take it. So he's just up here on the roof. I don't know how he got up here on the roof. I have no idea. He used to be inside, and now he's on the roof. But yeah, eventually I'll be able to take that from him. But anyway, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Vadi, for watching. I miss you. Mwah. We'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night.